I don't like words that hide the truth. I don't like words that conceal reality. I don't like euphemisms or euphemistic language. And American English is loaded with euphemisms because Americans have a lot of trouble dealing with reality. Americans have trouble facing the truth. So they invent a kind of a soft language to protect themselves from it. And it gets worse with every generation. For some reason, it just keeps getting worse. I'll give you an example of that. There's a condition in combat. Most people know about it. It's when a fighting person's nervous system has been stressed to its absolute peak and maximum, can't take any more input. The nervous system has either snapped or is about to snap. In the First World War, that condition was called shell shock. Simple, honest, direct language. 2 syllables. Shell shock. Almost sounds like the guns themselves. That was 70 years ago. Then a whole generation went by, and the Second World War came along, and the very same combat condition was called battle fatigue. 4 syllables.
You guys get the point. This is Nick, the progressive martial artist, and I saw a thread on Twitter. Like I said, I'm just chilling, man. Hopefully, you guys like this kind of content. One of my favorite things about Rose Twitter is the Beths, right? I saw a tweet about Beth. Kind of follow the theme. I'm referring to Beth Lynch. It refers to like theme of the Democratic Party not giving a fuck about you, right? This is the theme of the corporate class continuing to give the middle finger to the working class people, right? So she had a tweet. I'm gonna link it. I don't got the equipment. I'm working on that. I got you guys. But the tweet down in the description box. But I'm gonna read it out. So 700 elected delegates to next month's Democratic convention have signed a petition pledging to vote down the party platform if it does not include a plank supporting Medicare for all. Democratic leaders has blocked real health care reform for decades. Now, this goes to the ongoing theme of the Joe Biden and his oligarch class do not give a fuck about you. And the bare minimum that we can ask for is for them to support Medicare for all. The fact that they won't, and the fact that I see liberals and high dollar pundits smear the progressives that are going after the Democratic Party, like the tweet that my friend Beth Lynch sent out here. They just show that they are completely morally bankrupt and you can't reform them. I'm sorry that's the conclusion. The people that follow my Twitter page and follow my journey to South Carolina, you guys knew how optimistic I was about how progressive the Democratic voters are. And talking to the people who have faith in these evil people, I feel nothing but anger. And I feel like I have to speak out. And that's why I'm cranking up these videos to the next level. But I played the clip earlier that you saw. That was George Carlin on soft language, because my response to Beth was, I'm tired of people using soft language. These people are evil psychopaths. And I want to clear it up. I don't know if it's clear on that tweet, but I'm talking about the Democratic Party. Because their leader, Beth's tweet is about the Democratic Party leaders that block healthcare reform. She talked about the delegates that plan to vote down that platform if it doesn't have Medicare for all. So I'm talking about the Democratic Party leaders. And I played a clip earlier because this is a chronic problem in our society, is soft language. And George Carlin is a fucking legend. And I wanted to bring that clip up because you saw how he was trending on Twitter. You saw the other Beth the alien, right? She got into it with George Carlin's daughter because George Carlin's daughter was using Carlin in his anti-establishment comedy to try to sheep herd people to the Democratic Party, to the Democrats, the same people who vote against Medicare for all in a pandemic, the same people who got the NYPD being the fuck out protesters. That's the that's the guy that people use Carlin to try to sheep herd to. Blasphemy. So me and my friend Beth the alien, we was having it, and we had a pretty fun on Twitter that day. And now that you guys feel like invoking George Carlin and Noam Chomsky and Angela Davis, and now you guys want to weaponize, okay, let's go. Let's bring them up. Let's bring them up. Let's bring up Noam Chomsky. Let's bring up Chomsky. You know what Chomsky said? Chomsky said the Republican Party, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is the message he was saying now. He said the Republican Party is the most evil death code in human history. And he said there's never been a group that posed a bigger threat to humanity than the Republican Party. So what's the response of Democrats to the fucking evil people that Noam Chomsky is warning us about? Their response is you got Barack Obama during the funeral of John Lewis quoting George Bush. They are propping up George Bush, one of the most evil men of the modern era, responsible for the death of 1 million Iraqi citizens, had horrific responses to Katrina, did untold damage to the black community through his budget cuts and his implementation of trickle-down economics. Excuse me. And instead of giving props to Jamal Bowman, instead of giving props to Charles Booker, Barack Obama can't stop praising George Bush, a fucking war criminal. And people want to say we're on the same team. Fuck. So, I'm about 8 minutes in. If you watching this video and you're like, man, this guy, socialist MMA, the progressive martial artist, Nick, he is way out there. How can he say anything about Barack Obama? How dare him? This is why George Carlin is important. That's why his speech on soft language is important. We have 28 million Americans about to go homeless. I looked at the state of Kentucky. In Kentucky, 58% of renters, 58% of renters are about to be evicted. Are you kidding me? About complaining about my tone. Pushing this soft language. This is why we wish Carlin was alive today. Because his work is timeless. Because he called these charlatans out. They want us to be calm, to relax, and use soft language while they loot the country. While they have federal agents cracking the head of protesters. While they have them firing rubber bullets that are making people go blind. While they are using tear gas, which is a war crime, on their own people. And they expect us to be nice peasants who won't say anything about it. And I'm tired of people just accepting this shit. So I'm throwing myself out here. I told you guys that's the theme I'm continuing because I understand I don't have the highest quality videos. That I'm not a YouTuber. This is not what I do. But things has gotten so bad. Both parties are so irredeemable. And I hear nobody talking about this shit. Even progressive leaders I have respect for the radical intellectuals that I have respect for, they are still not saying anything about it. They're still not calling out Nancy Pelosi. They still won't call out Barack Obama. They won't do it. Rose Twitter would do it. I would do it. Because I got nothing to lose. So many Americans have nothing to lose. 28 million about to lose their home in 2 months. And you talking about my tone. Okay? So, I'm 10 minutes in. I'm getting heated. I'm about to sign out. This is Nick, the Progressive Martial Artist. If you appreciate my content, I'm pumping them out. I got this new computer. Please sign up for my Patreon page. Like, subscribe, please. I love putting out this kind of content. If you're not angry at the situation that's going on right now, you are not paying attention. You are not paying attention.